Ain't nobody got the courage to stick up for Puff. I do.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
Hey,
He
man,
wasn't here, so I want him to hear this.
Cassie ain't the bitch y'all think she is. I always say this, man. Domestic violence is not always abuse because some bitches like to fight.
This story is crazy. So now that Cassie got her money, of course, you've got haters coming out on both sides. They're saying what we mentioned earlier. Oh, Cassie, she was involved in some of these things too. She wasn't completely a victim here, which to me, it's an interesting point. But when it comes to her settlement, I mean, that part of it is done. Now, if something comes out, like we mentioned earlier, if something comes out that another person was involved and Cassie was there and they made her do such and such, then we could talk about it. But these conspiracy theories, even in Cassie's case, I haven't seen any evidence of that. And I think she's innocent until she's proven guilty. But check this one out. They say Cassie exposed. Yes, Diddy is a piece of, but Cassie has some secrets. Uh-oh. All right. Let's see what they're saying.
Ain't nobody got the courage to stick up for Puff. I do.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
Hey, man,
Cassie. He wasn't here, so I want him to hear this.
Cassie ain't the...
This man, you already know this is going to go bad when he said he's going to stick up for Puff. But all right, here we go.
Ain't nobody got the courage to stick up for Puff. I do.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
Nobody's sticking up for
He
this.
wasn't here, so I want him to hear this.
Cassie ain't the bitch y'all think she is. I always say this, man. Domestic violence is not always abuse because some bitches like to fight. Cassie
Not in this
is
case.
the same woman that would go to Puff Daddy's house while Kim Porter was alive and watch Puffy beat on Kim, cuss Kim out, abuse Kim, and laugh at Kim. Kim's friends have came out and it's documented that they say Cassie used to be torturing Kim with Puff.
Now, wasn't she younger at this point? I don't know. I'll let him finish.
She is not this victim broad that everybody is making her out to be. This is a treacherous bitch. Anytime a woman that is that beautiful is dating a nigga that is that regular looking, she's hustling her pussy. This is a woman that hustles vagina, and we treating her like she a Claire Huxtable or a respectable everyday woman. This bitch is a libido whore. She's libido hungry, and she's
oh man, this guy's going in.
Money hungry, and she's eating, sucking, and fucking on anybody that got the paper. That $30 million settlement she got, a portion of that should go to Kim's kids.
Wow.
Hey, yo.
That's the wildest thing I've heard. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I probably should have before I played it on YouTube, but listen, man, when it comes to Cassie herself, yes, she got paid. That's true. Yes. Was she in this situation and in this situation willingly? Obviously. But these type of accusations, it's just, I don't see the point in it. I mean, we've seen clear video evidence. It's been documented of what she's had to go through and some of the things she's had to deal with. And it's just, I don't see the benefit of bringing that up. But I thought it was interesting. It seems like a lot of people are upset. If something comes out later and it shows that Cassie was involved in some other things, okay, fine. But at this point, I mean, it's clear that she was a victim, and trying to say she wasn't victimized in this case to me is just crazy. All right, let's keep it moving. Oh, my X reloaded. Hold on a second. So this was another clip I thought was interesting, and this is from, this person says the industry insider Sharon Winbush, which I have no idea who that is, speaks about Cassie's husband and her settlement from Diddy. So y'all thought that last one was wild. This one is even crazier.
And men who live off of another man's money are not men.
What?
And men who live off of another man's money are not men. Why don't you have the financial resources to take care of your wife and your daughters so that any money that she got from Diddy should have gone straight to charity? You're living off of that money, which means you're living off of his money. Every time you spend a dime, you are attached to this man.
Yeah, but I'll let it finish.
So you say all of these things, Cassie's husband, whose name I don't even know, but you're attached to him. If you don't like him, if you don't like anything that he represents, you should not like his money either. And if she was awarded the money, that should have went straight to charity. But to live off of it is you being the lowest form of male. Living off of your wife, living off of your wife's pain, and living off of another man's money. Look in the mirror when you say, who is not a real man?
This has got to be the biggest L take I've ever heard. Her husband has nothing to do with the things that she went through, and saying she has to give it back to charity. It doesn't make any sense. She went through it. She sought justice. Justice was a $30 million check. If her husband benefits from that, hey, congratulations to him. Hey, he won in this situation too. But also, he has a wife that has been through some traumatic experiences, which does affect him as well. So you can't have it both ways. It's just because he's married to Cassie and she got paid or got money because of some of the things that she suffered, it doesn't make him less of a man. I don't get what this person, I've never even heard of her, Sharon Winbush. I don't get the point she was trying to make, but her husband, what he said was, and what led to this response was, he said, men who hit women aren't men. Men who enable it and protect those people aren't men. I don't see a problem with that statement. This is the wildest take. I wanted to show that to y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Sharon is absolutely way off, and saying Cassie needs to give it to charity is crazy. Now, the only issue I had with this at the beginning was her making it seem like she was some type of domestic violence advocate, or that was her main focus. And we all know.
Stop the cap.
No, you want justice. You want to get compensated for some of the things you had to go through, especially when you try to settle this quietly outside of the public eye, outside of court. So again, I get that point, but saying she needs to give her money away that she received from some of the things she had to suffer, it doesn't make any sense. It's wild, man.